Verse 25, the woman said to him, I know that the Messiah is coming, he who is called Christ. When he comes, he will tell us all things. So yes, even the Samaritans, they knew that there's this Messiah coming, like because they were partly descendants from the Israelites, right, a mixture of, they knew that sometime the Messiah is coming, and they were like actually waiting for the Messiah seemingly as well, right, because she knows about him. So even she, this morally degenerate, or at least pushed out of society woman, knew about him, and she knew that when he comes, he will teach us these things, right? That is, so she actually knew more about the Messiah than the guys that John is writing to. Okay, for the guys, the religious leadership, the Pharisees, Sadducees, the high priest, and all of those, their idea that they were focusing on the Messiah was freedom, you know, freedom. Okay, Braveheart, the hands fall down and the little slip of the handkerchief falling out of his hand, kind of freedom, right, shouting it. That was what was important for them. See, the interesting thing for her is not the freedom, it's not okay, now we'll be in the same level as the Jews, is that he will teach us everything. It's about the word. It's about the word. For the Jews, unluckily, and this is as well what Jesus is getting at, for them it was about what we can get out of this, right? Seeing is believing. We see miracles, we believe. For her, for them, and for her especially, here we see is he will teach us. The teaching part is so important to her. And that is what is important as well. We need to understand. I mean, I don't want to go through this rabbit hole. Yeah, I've been in so many churches where, I mean, this Sunday, so the service was nearly 2 hours long, and everything leading up to the preaching part was 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then the preaching part, which I did, I had 20 minutes, right? And then as well, again, back to singing and other kinds of stuff. So what is the focus? What is the focus of the church? It's about what we can get out of it. And it's so sad. It's all over the world in churches the same thing. People might be singing 1 hour and a half songs, and then they have 10 minutes or 15 minutes for the teaching part. I think you got it the wrong way around. You are worse than the Samaritan woman, because what did she see? It's not about the signs, like what the Jews wanted. It's about, he'll come and he will teach us everything. That is important. Man, so much that we need to learn. So much that we need to learn. So much that we must understand. Because we are worshipping ourselves. We are worshipping ourselves. What's important is ourselves. We Christians need to get back to the Word of God. You left God years, decades, centuries ago. You don't know Him anymore. We need a new reformation. We Christians need to be born again. Verse 26, Jesus said to her, I will speak to you, am He. Now, He says, the Messiah will come and He tells us, I am speaking to you, I'm He. Because I'm telling you these things. See, I am telling you. I'm not just a man, I'm not just lesser than Jacob, I'm greater than Jacob, I'm not just a prophet. I am this Messiah you're waiting will tell you all these things. I will tell you all these things. Now there's an interesting thing now here. After this, we don't see then the woman, wow, fall down and worship Jesus kind of idea there on this place. She was still perplexed. And then the disciples come back, and now the disciples are there. Maybe she wanted to continue this message. Maybe she still, but now she knew that she kind of needs to disappear, because his helpers, his disciples are there, and what will they think, and how will this all affect her? So all of that now started, and with all this, I don't want to say in a way, this mess, these new things in her head, without understanding all of this, understanding but not understanding, all this is so complex. She had to work through all of this, and this disciples now coming, yeah, she leaves. She leaves, it makes sense. Again, she leaves. And as she goes, thinking about this, thinking the heart prepared by the Spirit, the words of Jesus, thinking it over it again and again and again and again and again, and then getting back to the village and telling them, okay, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But you don't see, in a sense, it's a conclusion here, because the conclusion is still to come. She needs to work through all of this with the help of the Spirit, and then the conclusion will come. So out of these words is, again, forget about the where. That's not important. The where is not important. If you sit in that tree or that tree, the where is not important. That's not even a question. It's not even a question. It's, who are you worshipping? Yourself? Myself? Who are we worshipping? Or in spirit and truth, the one true God? That is the only way to salvation. No other way. No other way. No goodness or anything. It's only one way. Only through the worshipping the Spirit and truth. The Father is Spirit and truth. Who are you worshipping? Think about it. Next time you sing the songs, next time you use the words, next time you listen to a pastor, check it out. Because it's of eternal importance. It is of eternal importance. It's not going to help one day to say, but we did all these miracles. You're just going to say, I don't know you. Because you didn't know Him. That's all. So worship in spirit and truth.